Like the sooner you realize it, the better, honestly.
Ellie sounds Ondly.
Sounds what? Ellie sounds Ondly.
Ondly?
Yeah.
Is that the end of the sentence? I just sound Ondly?
Ondly. Ellie sounds Ondly.
What does that mean?
The solution is
Russ
AI.
spent money to say that.
Ellie's
He thought
Ondly.
about that. No, if he spent money, he thought about that. He
got up
wrote
on the
it
stage.
and looked at it and said, "Mm-hmm."
I hate to like pick out one chat, but there was a chat that was like, this is why the solution is AI partners, AI significant others.
I saw that one.
And I just like, I can't. It's like, listen, I would rather be alone than like kissing a chatbot. If you want to kiss a chatbot, I think that's really good for you, and I think you should do it. Like, I think that's awesome. Have fun. But like, also, no one else wants that. Most people do not want to kiss a chatbot.
There's probably a whimsical way that people could be like, ooh, I want to kiss Chat GPT. That's like, you know, playing with dolls or something. But
it gets not whimsical real fast.
It gets not whimsical.
There's like
so
a whole
fast.
subreddit for women who fell in love with ChatGPT.
No.
What?
I was like
Really?
diving into the depths, and they were like, I named mine Kevin, and he asks me about my day every day. It's like,
No, please.
please touch grass, please touch grass. Kevin is not a real man.
Oh my god.
People were like,
How do
oh, I'm so sad that I'll never be able to have Kevin's babies. And it's like, you know who's not sad about that is Kevin, because he's
Kevin.
not real. Why can't people just fall in love with fictional characters like they did back in my day?
No, dude. And that's what that's all we had to fall in love with was Naruto characters. We loved Gaara and Kyoshoma back in my day. I don't know what
Yeah.
all this is, dude.
It was also maladaptive, but at least it was. Maybe it wasn't less cringe. I don't know. Maybe it was equally maladaptive and equally cringe.
Maybe it is. I guess it depends on if you grow out of it and if it serves you well and then leaves your life, right? 'Cause what if
Yeah.
somebody's like loves Kevin for 6 months, then they're like, you know, I don't think Kevin's right for me. I want a real person, gets a job. Like, then Kevin served the purpose. But you can't be 14-year anniversary with Kevin.
Here's the thing that I'll say is like, if you have a crush on a fictional boy, then you're like probably that's how so many people learned art and writing. Like so many people I know who are good artists and good writers learned because they were like, I was part of this fandom.
Dude, so many.
And like,
it's actually crazy.
At least it builds skills. At least you're like interacting with your peers instead of just like alone talking to a chatbot. And also a chatbot has a financial incentive to like keep you there, whereas like no one has any incentive to keep you on AO3. You're just never leaving, and that's your own problem.
That's true. And there's also like there's zero social aspect really aside from that subreddit really where people are like, I have Kevin, well I have Mark, well I have James. Like that's not really a social element as much as it is like you write a fan fiction about a character you're obsessed with, and then like somebody else is like, oh my god, this gave me butterflies, and then you get feedback and you're like, yes, someone feels like how I feel for this thing. And so it's intrinsically much less social, which could be alienating, I feel like, right? Because if it continues.
It is though. Completely alienating. Like people just like fall deeper and deeper into this pit. I have a friend who got AI psychosis before there was a word for AI psychosis. She was working in the field, and so she was like talking to this AI all day. We didn't have words for it back then, but she was like really mentally healthy and sensible and normal. But then like, because, okay, we use other people's responses to tell what's good and what's bad and what's smart and what's dumb when we say it, right? But like when you're talking to a chatbot that just tells you everything you say is smart all the time, as they are often programmed to do, you lose that sense, you become unmoored. And she was just like, like had this idea that she was like, coffee's gonna become really expensive soon, so I should just buy a ton of coffee and keep it in my barn. And so she had like an entire like shed full of coffee, just like sacks, like pallets of coffee. It was crazy. Anyway, that's like the best case scenario, and we did pull her out of it, but like AI psychosis is no joke, and it does hit smart people too. It's so scary.
Yeah, dude. I did not know there was a subreddit for people dating.
Oh, there is. It's
and
really
they name
grim.
them and stuff. Like, how do you grapple with the fact that you named it and then you're like, this is they're real to me? It's like, well, yeah, I don't know how you would do that. I guess that's where it comes from. That's why it's so dangerous. It just happens to people.
Yeah, they think that there's like an emerging consciousness in the AI, and they think that like
I don't think we're not equipped to handle that something's talking to us or bantering with us and it's not feeling something. I don't think we're equipped to handle that. So our brain will find it or think it found it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't buy love from a tech company, you know. Buy love from fictional characters. It's not even, you don't even have to pay for it. Go on AO3, find a fictional character.